Today is about nutrition, and I picked Dr. Stephen Gundry's book, The Longevity Paradox, to talk a little bit about that. It's just one example of many, many books and information and great people out there talking about nutrition. But this one really stands out because it's very backed in science and medical science. And it finds the same core elements like almost any other book. So what he talks about is that we assume that it is natural that as we grow old, our health declines. Actually, it is not natural at all. What is natural is that we would grow old, and once we are at an old age, our body breaks down very quickly and we die. That's the way nature has set it up. But we feed ourselves and we put so many toxins in our body that our body actually starts slowly degrading. And this can be reversed and this can be corrected throughout your life. So there's no reason why you can't start doing this today. And this is what we will start working on today. It all comes down to the microbiome. The microbiome is the population of bacteria in your gut. And this bacteria, this population, has two functions. It shields your body from other microorganisms that want to intrude your body and potentially do harm. And it breaks down the nutrition into something that is usable for your body in order to have energy. Now, if you have the right type of microbiome, which consists of many, many different types of microorganisms, then you are in really good health. Your microbiome works for you, but it also can work against you. So what you need to do is to train or to feed the right type of microorganism with the right type of food. And those microorganisms, and he calls them your gut buddies in his book, the right kind of microorganisms will reward you with a great and healthy body. So I'm not going to go into long lists of things you can or cannot eat, but there's some rules of thumb. If you want to really understand everything about this in minute detail, you know which book to get. But what it comes down to basically is have no sugars. This includes obviously refined sugars, but also lots of fruit. So an apple a day doesn't actually keep a doctor away. So lots of fruit has lots of sugar, so don't eat too much fruit. Pasta and bread, so anything carb-based, and starches. So stay away from that stuff. And no animal protein. Our bodies don't need animal protein. Well, it's not entirely true. The little bit of animal protein our bodies actually need and want, we can produce ourselves. And I am somewhat grateful to the many plant-based athletes that are winning those big tournaments at the moment, to show that this is a myth that we have to eat a lot of animal protein. And by the way, reducing your animal protein intake will also be good for your carbon footprint. What you do instead is you have lots of vegetables, especially cruciferous vegetables, tubers, the chicory family, olive oil, dark chocolate, red wine, coffee, and green tea. I think you can create something amazing out of that. Also, what you should avoid, by the way, is dairy. So what you can do instead, you can use goat-based products, or you can use coconut-based products, for example. One really easy to use rule of thumb is to eat whatever is locally available in the current season you're in around you. Because that's usually what historically our bodies have been trained to eat, or our microbiomes to be exact. So there's a lot more to be said about this, but I want you to focus on the implementation part, not so much on the every little detail. So what I want you to do today is research recipes, or find recipes in your recipe books based on vegetables, so vegan recipes, delicious vegan recipes. Get some dark chocolate, some red wine, some espresso, and invite friends and have a delicious vegan meal. And from today on, even if you don't do this today with your friends, every day make a conscious decision about your food intake and slowly move it towards this vegetable plant-based diet. Your body will reward you and you will feel a lot better in no time. What you can also do is you can juice it. You can put your vegetables into a juicer and have a whole bunch of vegetables very, very quickly by drinking it. Don't forget to add some nuts and some seeds with that, and don't forget to activate the chewing, some chewing while you do that. So smoothie actually is better because that activates your digestive tract. So moving to that is a crucial element, and at least for the next 21 days, I would want you to only eat or mainly eat vegetables, and definitely no dairy, no animal protein, and no sugar. You can do this. Maybe not every day, but you can do this.